Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining the Scholar Trek panel on 2 to 4 year school transition programs. We've got 3 wonderful colleges participating today, and we are so excited that they are here. We're going to share their information with you. There we go. We've got Andrew College, Broward College, and Valencia College joining us. Panelists, thank you so much for being here. We know that each of you offers very special programs for students with a diverse range of experiences, both academic and experiential learning, and we're excited to have you share that information with our viewers. Viewers, following the panel, we invite you to go to each of these colleges' virtual booths within Basecamp to learn more about the school and to get connected with their admissions team. With that, we will get started. So let's do some introductions. And I would ask that each of you please introduce yourself and your college and share one fun fact or highlight about your institution that sets you apart from the others. And we'll start with Andrew College.
Okay, well, my name is Andy Jeter. I'm Vice President of Enrollment Management at Andrew College. Let's see, here's our one fact. We started a bachelor's degree in elementary education a couple of years ago. The reason we did is because, and very few people know this, we also have an exchange program with Peche University in South Korea because the South Korean K-12 educational system is based largely upon the work of one of our graduates, Clara Howard, from the 1920s. So our reach extends from all the way from South Georgia to South Korea and everywhere else in between. So.
Great, thank you very much. Now let's go to Broward.
Okay, thank you. Tron Lepet, Senior Director for College Readiness and Recruitment for Broward College. And one fun fact is, as a finalist with distinction, Broward College has been named once again one of the top 5 community colleges in the nation per the Aspen Institute for Community Colleges. So that would be our fun fact.
All right, thank you very much. And now we'll go to Valencia College.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Keisha Jordan. I am the Assistant Director of Outreach and Recruitment here at Valencia, specifically our Osceola region. And a fun fact about, or a highlight about Valencia College is that 25% of the students that graduate from the University of Central Florida actually start here at Valencia College.
Great, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, now, if you would, each of you, how can students pursue an academic pathway at your college so that they can easily transition to a 4-year college program? And this round, let's start with Broward College.
Yeah, certainly. So there's a number of different ways to get to that point, pursuing an academic pathway. So once a prospective student fills out our application, on the application, we list a number of different programs of study. These programs of study come out of 8 career pathway options, meta majors, if you will. And those majors are arts, humanities, communication, design, business, education, health science. And then we have our transportation, industry, manufacturing, construction, public safety, STEM, and then social behavioral sciences and human services. So within each of those pathways, they'll identify a program specifically that they want to pursue. And then they'll also identify the credential, whether it's an associate's, technical certificate, etc. Once they've applied, they hear from a student success coach. That person walks them through the registration process and gets them to the next phase. I think there was a second part to that question, if I'm not mistaken, but that'll be my answer for now.
The second part was, how would they transition to that 4-year program?
There it is. Okay, so once they've completed, so we abide by the 2+2 transfer program, just like any other transfer program for the most part here in the state of Florida or in the southern region, where once they've earned their Associates of Arts degree, 60 credits, they can transfer to any one of our public state universities. They're guaranteed admission into one of them. once they've earned that Associate of Arts degree or 60 credits plus. That's how we move them into the university level. We do have some transfer articulation agreements with a number of universities here in South Florida. Two of those that come to the top of my mind would be FAU and FIU. So the student would apply to Broward College and then also apply to the transfer FAU or transfer FIU program as well, so that when they're done at BC, they have a seamless transfer into one of those two universities.
Yeah, great. I'm going to break our train here just for a minute. And Ruth, welcome to the panel. I'd like to give you a minute just to go ahead and introduce yourself, and if you want to share one fun fact about your college, and then if you want to jump in and answer the question about how students can pursue an academic pathway and transition from a 2-year to a 4-year, and that question, we will give you the floor.
Hi, I'm Ruth Elwa. I am a health science counselor here at Atlantic Technical College. I think I'm sitting in for Tia Wright, who is one of our recruiters. And we provide students with certificates and diplomas in career training. But we do have, I'm supposed to say a fun fact.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know too many fun facts. I know that we house both high school students and college students, and it's very interesting to watch the adult students and the high schoolers interact because there's so many activities that go on in the high school with the high schoolers, and that tends to ignite our adult students. So maybe that's a little fun fact in terms of that way. Our students are working towards certification and licensure, but there are some programs that do allow them to transition from the certificate and licensure programs to associate's degrees and then to 4-year university degrees. We have the culinary program that students can follow that pathway all the way through technical certification and licensure and training to the 2-year college path and then to a 4-year university degree.
That's great. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Let's go to Valencia College. And would you share how students can pursue an academic path that would help them to easily transition into that 4-year college program?
Hey, absolutely. So kind of similar to Broward County, we have 8 meta majors here at Valencia College that the students can pursue either through an AA pathway or through an AS pathway as well. Valencia, we also offer 6 bachelor degree programs. So once the students complete their AA or their AS, they can transfer to one of our bachelor's degree programs. The 8 meta majors that we have are arts, humanities, communication and design, business, education, health sciences, industry, manufacturing and construction, public safety, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, and social and behavior sciences, as well as human services. In addition to that, we also have our accelerated skills training programs, which are not our degree seeking programs, but those programs, for instance, our information technology program, once those students finishes one of those programs, if they're interested in getting an AS degree, they can continue to pursue that here at Valencia after they've completed their AST program. As far as the transition to a 4-year college, it is an easy transition. Our main articulation agreement that we have is with the University of Central Florida through our Direct Connect program. So if the students are interested in attending UCF and maybe they don't have the credentials or the qualifications to go directly into that institution, once they complete their 60 general education credits here at Valencia, they have guaranteed admission to UCF. And while they're in the UCF Direct Connect program, from AA or AS all the way through bachelor's, they will have a Valencia advisor as well as a UCF advisor through their entire journey. In addition to that, we do have the articulation agreements with the 12 public universities here in the state of Florida as well.
Great, thank you very much. All right, let's go to Andrew College.
Okay. Well, we are designed more as a transfer institution, more along traditional lines. Almost every one of our students coming in is coming in with an academic major in mind. They are pursuing an associate degree, or in a couple of cases, a bachelor's degree, for example, in business administration or in education. But if they're coming in as freshmen, they're pursuing the AS in those programs first. We do have some working adults that are in certificate programs with us, but again, typically an incoming student, an incoming freshman student is coming into a degree program. All of our degree programs are set up so they're easily transferable. In 2015, our core program was realigned to match the core program of the University System of Georgia. Even though we're a private college, a lot of our students, after they finish at Andrew, will matriculate into the USG system. We do have articulation agreements with most of the private colleges in state through the GICA, the Georgia Independent College Association. We do also have several other articulation agreements in place. One that I can think of right offhand with University of Georgia at Tifton in their agriculture program. So after 2 years, and our goal is to get students finished and completed in 2 years so they can move on. We do most of our advising through our faculty advising system as far as moving students from 2-year to 4-year programs.
Great, thank you very much. And that's a great transition to our next question, which is, so how many of your courses are actually transferable to in-state public institutions? And let's start with Broward this time.
Yeah, certainly. So if it's in-state, based on the accreditation, which we are Southern Association of Schools, Colleges and Schools, and our commission is Commission of Colleges. So as long as the accreditation of the in-state institution matches our accreditation, regional accreditation, then our courses are transferable. There are some continuing education courses that we may look at, or that other institutions may need to review. Students may need to take some additional coursework for in order to support it. But for the most part, as long as it's an in-state institution and matches our accreditation, then the majority of our courses, if not all, are transferable.
Great, thank you very much. All right, Valencia.
So same as Broward, we are accredited by SACS. So the majority of our courses are transferable to an in-state public institution. There are some associate science programs that they will need to look at to see if those credits will transfer. But again, for the most part, all of our courses transfer to in-state public institutions.
All right, thank you very much. And Andrew?
We're also SACS accredited, so all of our courses will transfer to in-state public institutions as well.
Thank you. And Atlantic?
I want to say we're a little different in terms of that, since we're not a 2-year institution and we're a technical college and the students are earning certification, but at the end of their programs, we have the articulation agreements with the state colleges that allows them to then transition a lot of the program hours of training into credits towards the pathway in an aligned program. So the in-state institutions are all similar to the other, the colleges, except the transitions and the articulation agreements that are there for students to pursue an associate's degree that will carry on into the 4-year.
Great, thank you. Since most of you spoke or referenced the fact that your courses will transfer over to public institutions, what about students that maybe want to apply to an out-of-state institution or a private college or university, how easy is it for them to transfer credits over? And we'll start with Valencia this time.
So it's fairly easy, and I have a great example. We just had one of our graduates from this spring. She is actually at Harvard now. So she earned her AA degree and she's at Harvard. So it is feasible. It actually depends on that out of state school or that private university, but it is something that can occur for our students and does actually.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Andrew College.
I say, since we're regionally accredited, those courses are going to be accepted at any regionally accredited institution. The issue that you get into occasionally with private colleges is that they will have some particular thing within their core program that'll be very specific to their college. And in those cases, what will sometimes happen is that student will receive, say, elective credit for a particular course, so they'll still get credit, but they may have a specific course that they still have to take at that private college because of the way their core program is structured.
All right, great, thank you. Let's go to Atlantic Technical.
I want to piggyback on that to say the same thing. Usually it's easy for students to transition from one level to the next, but sometimes they, in terms of licensure, let's say the students who complete and get certification in licensure and want to transition to the next level, whether it's public or private or in-state or out-of-state, it's usually pretty easy for the students to do so. But as Andy stated that there are particular requirements that the students may have to get from that state, so that they would not have from our school, that an elective or something like that they'd have to make up in order to meet their requirements.
Thank you very much. And Broward.
Yeah, certainly. Having some experience working at a private / for-profit institution, everyone is spot on. So thank you, counterparts and colleagues. But the evaluation of some of those courses are a little bit more unique, are somewhat unique when it comes to private and for-profit institutions. So for that matter, if we're transferring credits from Broward College to a private institution, our credits again are, because we're regionally accredited, because of our accrediting body and commission, most of our credits will transfer, but as Ms. Jordan mentioned, there may be some additional evaluation to take place upon receipt of those transcripts. But again, for the most part, those credits should transfer. It becomes a little tricky with some of those private and for-profit institutions, however, due to their evaluation process.
Thank you very much. So I would imagine for some students that process of making that transfer can be a little daunting. So is there someone on the campus who helps students with that transition program? And how do students find that person, or how do they connect with them? Let's start with Valencia this time.
So yes, here at Valencia College, we actually have our career center who actually helps with the transfer process. They are available both in person and virtually at all of our main campuses. So at our East, West, and our Osceola campuses, we do have a career center office. If they are unsure of how to find them, we do have the Answer Center, which that department will direct them to the Career Center to help in that process of transferring to a 4-year or finding the right fit for them as far as a 4-year program.
All right, thank you very much. Andrew College.
Well, most of our preparation is going to be done between the student and their academic advisor. However, we also have another layer, and the fact that a lot of our students are athletes, are going to be moving on somewhere else to play. So you also have the coaches that are involved as well, helping them transition from one institution to the other. And I will say too, that we're very small. So there's almost anyone, a student could go to almost anyone on campus just informally and ask about assistance as
All
well.
right. Thank you. Atlantic Technical.
We start at the very beginning, informing students in their registration process about what the future possibilities of continuing their education will be in the Office of Student Affairs. So each student has a program counselor that guides them through their program, as well as at the end, they coordinate with the instructor. So the student both has the instructor as well as the program counselor to help guide them through their transition process throughout the program. They're being informed of that.
And we'll wrap this question up with Broward College.
Yeah, certainly. And similar to the other colleges on the line, advising, we also have our transfer coaches. So these transfer coaches typically work with incoming students, but they will provide transfer out options and guidance. And then through our transcript department, as well as registrar when need be, to provide documentation, additional services out. And then one thing that we do is we always couch the transfer process by telling students or encouraging students to reach out to the school that they're transferring to, get in touch with those admission reps, so they can know exactly which credits they need to transfer, make sure that they're meeting the program requirements and criteria, et cetera. But that would be our process.
It's great advice for students. All right, so can students attend a two-year college that is not near their home? Do you guys have housing opportunities for students? And we'll start with Andrew College.
I'm so glad you asked that. Yes, we are over 90% residential with our full-time enrollment. We enroll students typically on campus from about 6 different states. I think the furthest, and several foreign countries, I think the furthest we have someone on campus this year is from Sweden. But yes, we are fully residential. We welcome students to come live on campus because we feel like students get a complete 2-year experience. They get to live in the residence halls, activities, athletics, same thing they find at a larger campus, only on a smaller scale.
All right, thank you. How about Atlantic Technical?
We're 100% a commuter campus. So there is no housing, there are no housing options for students.
All right, thank you. Broward College?
Okay, so can students attend a 2-year college that is near their home? So we are primarily commuter. There are some, well, we're commuter, but there are a number of different housing options, living options just outside of the college. I mean, literally walking distance from the college, especially our central campus. And that doesn't diminish the opportunities that are available at other campuses. It's just there's more at our central campus in Davie. And students are able to attend online as well. Online and remote modalities are other options as well.
Okay, thank you very much. And Valencia College?
So yes, Valencia is 90% commuter, but however, we have over 10 campus locations between Orange and Osceola County. So we take that barrier of students not, being near their campus to still be able to attend the college. Now, one of our campuses is a unique campus that we share with UCF in downtown Orlando, which does offer housing to UCF and Valencia students. So students do have that option. That is typically for our international students because we do have a large population of international students that attend Valencia. Simply because we are in the Orlando area. So that's a perk for some people. But most of our students, if they can't get to any of our 10 campuses, we do offer real-time virtual, as well as mixed mode and online. So there is opportunities for everyone.
Great, thank you very much. All right, lots of good options here. Okay, well, there. I know that y'all have hit on this just a little bit, talking about some of the career or trade programs that your college offers, but could you maybe elaborate a little bit more about some of those programs where a student would earn a certificate or diploma or a 2-year degree? And let's see, let's start with Atlantic Technical this time.
Well, all of our programs that we offer are where our students either earn a certificate and get licensure or a diploma. In particular, say in the health, and we go from architecture and construction to business, to health sciences, hospitality, information technology, there's a slew of different areas that students can go into. In particular in health science, there's a couple of programs that they end up with a applied technology diploma in medical code of biller, in the dental assisting program, and a lot of those high demand careers that will get them immediately into the workforce. And it's less than a year. Most of our programs, students can complete in a year or less. And it costs them quite affordable since we're a public institution. But the various trades, and there's also opportunities for apprenticeships that students can engage in transportation, manufacturing, information technology. All of those can result in the students in certification and then licensure as well.
Great, thank you very much. Broward College.
Yeah, certainly. So under each of our meta majors, our career path, 8 career pathways, we have bachelor's, associate degrees, and then a number of different credentials. One thing that I truly like about the pathway model is it kind of breaks it down from an umbrella view or from an umbrella illustration, what you find under each pathway. So we'll just take STEM, for example. One of our associate of science degrees would be network systems technology. And under that particular program, AS, students can walk away with 3 technical certificates. They could go there just to focus on those technical certificates. One is information technology support specialist. The other one is information technology analyst. And then the third one, which is very timely, cybersecurity technical certificate. Now, of course, there are some prerequisites to those certificates that they'd have to meet, but as long as they took those prerequisites and then knock out the other 5, 6, 7 or so classes, I mean, they could be in and out within a matter of 2 semesters, maybe 3 semesters max. So there's a number of different ways of approaching credentials here at Broward College.
Great, thank you very much. Valencia College.
Okay, so I will, I'll talk about our career and trade programs first, which I mentioned at the beginning, which is our accelerated skills training programs. We offer programs in advanced manufacturing, construction and maintenance, healthcare, again, information technology, and transportation and logistics. So within those programs, 95% of our students that go through those programs actually complete the program, and 85% of those students have career placement through the different organizations here in the Central Florida area. They also receive industry certifications while they are in those programs. Excuse me, in addition to the hands-on training and experience. Those programs are about 10 to 20% lecture and 80% hands-on. So we have a lot of our non-traditional students or people that are looking to change industries getting into those programs. We also offer something that's unique to the Osceola County region. It's called Youth Build. So this is for students from young adults from the age of about 16 to 24, 25 years old who did not complete their high school diploma. They can come and join our Youth Build program, and we give them a stipend and help them through, and they earn their GED here at Valencia through the Youth Build program. And then they can go on to apply to the college as a degree-seeking student to earn either their AA or their AS degree. Some of those students also go on to enroll into our AST programs. In addition to that, just to kind of piggyback on Tron again with the AS programs, several of our AS programs, we do offer technical certificates. So students can, for instance, in our business administration AS degree program, they can earn a real estate credential or business administration or business management while they are in those courses. So there's several opportunities for students to learn different or earn different credentials while they're here at the college.
Great, thank you very much. And Andrew College.
Okay, we actually currently offer 2 certificate programs. One is completely online. It's the Certified Cancer Registry or the Cancer Registry Management Program. The other is a Certified Forest Technician Program that we offer here. Most of our programs are designed to be transferable to your associate degrees. We do have 2 terminal degree programs. Those are in nursing. That culminates once a student passes the NCLEX and the student becoming a registered nurse and being able to go out and work in the field. And the other is respiratory therapy. So after they finish their associate with us, they take the licensing exam, pass it, they're a licensed respiratory therapist. For our other programs, again, they're designed to be associate degree programs with the intention of transferring to a 4-year institution to finish a bachelor's degree.
All right, thank you very much. All right. So are there any scholarship opportunities available to students who pursue these certificate, diploma, or associate degree programs? And let's start with Broward this time.
Yeah, certainly. And you know, it didn't dawn on me the question. I think I went down a different track, but aviation, automotive, marine technician as well, nursing. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. Yeah, there are tons of scholarship opportunities. We'll start from the beginning. We work very closely with our school district, Broward County Public Schools, for direct from high school entry. And we promote their one of their student information systems called Naviance, which houses a number of different scholarships. Some of those scholarships tie into our programs, whether it be aviation, whether it be health science, nursing, et cetera. So we kind of start there, but then Broward College offers institutional awards. The biggest one would be our Broward Futures Award, which covers 30 credits per year, annually, up to 60 credits. That is received by way of filling out our Broward College application, scholarship application, which there's one application. If you don't win or if you don't earn the Broward Futures Award, which is a need-based, merit-based scholarship, there are a ton of other awards that you could earn through that application. There's also the Honors College Scholarship, which covers 30 credits annually, up to 60 credits. And then a number of special or unique program offerings through our Summer Seahawk Academy program, Helio Scholarship, and a few more that are slipping my head at the moment. But yes, there are a number of scholarships that will help pay for certificates, diplomas, associate degrees here at Broward College.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Valencia College.
So yes, there are a number of scholarship and funding opportunities for the students here at Valencia. So first, for our AST, our Accelerated Skills Training programs, we have several funding sources, but our main funding source is through CareerSource here in the Central Florida area, who assist students with paying for those classes. As far as the degree-seeking students, we have through our Valencia College Scholarship Foundation, we have what's called the Scholarship Universe. So once the student applies to Valencia, they have access to those scholarships, and it matches you with several scholarships. Again, you only need to do one essay, one personal statement, and the majority of those scholarships that are available to students are need-based scholarships. They're not based on merit. In addition to that, we do have our Honors College as well, which provides scholarship opportunities. And then we have one other scholarship that is particularly only for students in Orange and Osceola County. It's called the Bridges to Success. that is available to students who are seniors here in one of the Orange or Osceola County high schools. If those students have a certain, that is also a need-based, I should say, it's a need-based scholarship. But if they have a 2.75 GPA and community service hours, if they are accepted into that scholarship program, Valencia pays for their full tuition and their books during their entire time here at Valencia.
All right, thank you very much. How about Andrew College?
Okay. Currently, our certificate students are just eligible for any federal or state aid they may be eligible for, not institutional assistance. Our associate and bachelor's degree seeking students are eligible for aid. In addition to state aid and federal aid, we have a host of scholarship and aid programs. Some are need-based. We also offer partial athletic scholarships, servant leadership scholarships, academic scholarships that range all the way up to full room, board, and tuition.
All right, thank you very much. And Atlantic Technical.
There are numerous opportunities for students to have funding. We work similarly as the Valencia College mentioned with Career Source Broward for students, adult students to get assistance to pay for their career training. We also accept Bright Futures Scholarship, and we have a scholarship program with the 3 technical colleges in Broward that are offered to high school students to come in. And then there's numerous institutional opportunities to get institutional fundings through fee waivers. In fact, we just had an open house where students can possibly win a tuition voucher as well, bookstore vouchers, and we had several winners that were able to utilize that in our community to pay for their training programs. So we look for every opportunity. In fact, we partner with some of the organizations like the Kiwanis and Rotary clubs, and they have specific scholarships that are designated for those who are seeking career training. So we guide students towards those. And then there's various community programs looking to support students who are maybe making career changes and going to technical college to get some credentials, and they have scholarships out there as well.
Thank you very much. That's all great. Let's go over here. All right. So what type of resources and opportunities do students have to help them with academic success and experiential learning activities on your campus? And we will start with Valencia College this time.
Okay, so we have several resources and opportunities for academic success. And these are all free services to the students. We offer tutoring in all subjects. We have labs, we have the writing, math, and language labs. We have Science Depot. All of these are offered in person and virtually to the students, as well as our academic advising that we encourage the students to pursue prior to registering for their classes. They do have to go through new student experience if they are incoming freshmen, as well as new student orientation, which kind of sets them up for success with all of these student services that we offer.
Great, thank you. Andrew College.
Okay, all of our freshmen coming in will attend our Andrew College Experience course. In terms of academic success and tutoring, we do have both peer tutoring and professional tutoring available. We also have an interdisciplinary writing and reading center. And in addition to that, we have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week online tutoring available through a program called Upswing. And all these are free to our students. In terms of experiential learning, the most active group on campus for that is going to be Andrew Serves, and that is our servant leadership program. And they do a number of community service things throughout the area. Students involved in the program also take a leadership course every semester as well. As I mentioned, when we first started, we do have an exchange program with Peiche University in South Korea. Our students can go over on either a 2 or 3 week cultural exchange for a semester or for an entire year.
All right, thank you. Atlantic.
Well, a lot of our programs have where we partner with our advisory members to allow students to do clinicals or get that hands-on experience. So I think that's the big benefit of the technical colleges. It pairs not just general learning, but it's very specific, and it allows students to get hands-on experience in the field that they're interested in. But we on campus, our teachers, our instructors really are hands-on and engaged and provide students opportunities to meet with them regularly to get assistance. They stay after school quite a bit in terms of knowing that students are, since it's a commuter campus, that it's hard for them to come back and forth. So while they're here, they're able to get assistance. Our Learning Commons stays open for in various hours to allow students access to computers, access to places to plug in their devices. We know that's important, and partner with the students to get any sort of tutoring help that they need. Also, on part of one of our programs on our campus is the apprenticeship program, where various trades allow students to actually be working in the industry or the field that they are interested in, and then train in the evenings. So there's so many options for students to get experiential learning and hands-on from the resources that are available in our campus. Our Career Center as well holds quite a bit of workshops that allow students to engage in ways to practice employment skills, soft skills, or for them to be able to then interviewing skills. So there's so many resources that students can take advantage of while they're here. So when they complete, they're ready to go.
Great, thank you very much. And last but not least, let's go to Broward. You can wrap up this round of questions.
Yeah, certainly. So, I mean, like many of the other counterparts on the line, we have our tutoring department. So ours is called Academic Success Center, and you'll find them in each of our libraries. The saying goes, our academic success centers are open just as late and as long as the mall is open. So we give students opportunities left to right, Monday through Monday, to attend and get tutoring in a myriad of different programs or topics, categories of classes, for lack of better terms. In terms of experiential learning, I'll stretch it out a bit. We have a few programs on campus, or initiatives rather. One that comes to mind is the Minority Male Initiative. This is a program that was created to help foster and cultivate student success among a group of students who has seen over recent years a decline in retention, a decline in graduation, and honestly a decline in enrollment for the most part. So this group is more of a support system for minority males. I mean, anyone that wants to join can join, even women can join, any person can join. But this is it's a support group, and the support group not only works for those that are in the college, but those who are prospective students coming to the college. So Minority Male Initiative oftentimes will work alongside recruitment and other frontline support groups of the college or arms of recruitment, and reach out to folks within the community. So that goes on their resume. Not to mention our Career Center, where we have free, it's slipping my mind at the time, free career skills, there it is, through our business and workforce development, workforce education. So those are a few of our experiential opportunities.
All right, thank you very much. And that brings us to the next question. It was a great segue there when you talked about careers. I'm gonna, you've all talked about all the experiences that you have for academic success and learning and that type of thing. But what type of career services does your institution offer? And we'll start this round with Andrew College.
Okay, since the vast majority of our students are looking to just transfer to a four-year institution, we tend to have less career recruiters on campus and more college recruiters from four-year institutions. So we'll host a special day for them in the spring. Also, we'll have several colleges that will come out to speak with specific classroom groups. For our terminal programs, there's respiratory therapy and nursing. They're set up as cohort programs. So what happens in that case is the recruiting that's done is really kind of done through the program, that the recruiter will contact the head of the program. And because those students will all be together in one spot, they will go do presentations and recruiting there.
That's great. Thank you. And Atlantic?
Well, I find that our Career Center is terrific, and the career advisors really enjoy helping students, and they set up, I know we have at the Career Center where they have Big Interview, I think that's the name of the application that allows students to maybe even record themselves and practice interviewing skills. I know that students are able to go in and get their resumes done and critiqued, set up for them. Our Career Center holds a couple of different job fairs each year to bring employers to our campus so that our students can be able to have access directly to those employers. They also bring recruiters into the various program classrooms to interview students there, as well as in the Career Center. The career advisors do online workshops for the students frequently, as well as they also look to support first generation students who may not know the lay of the land in terms of after your degree, then what? So then they guide them through the process and meet with them. We also set up support groups in terms of students get to meet and discuss various issues that they may face or obstacles in terms of completing their training or even afterwards obtaining employment. So we have that available to our students and the public. We post it on Eventbrite and have students come in and participate. And as part of the Career Center as well, we offer where we do study skills and test taking strategies. So the Career Center is an integral part of what our school has to offer.
All right, thank you very much. Let's go to Broward.
Yeah, certainly. So yeah, we're going to have some of the same things here. One thing that I'll highlight, or one service rather, that I'm going to highlight is our career readiness survey, our career readiness approach. So we have different options for students based on their completion percentage. So if you're at the 25 completion percent mark, all right, so then what should you focus on at that point? If you're at the 50% mark, you're almost done with, you're halfway done with your degree. Here's what's available to you. And then if you're at the 75% or you're done, then what do you start doing next? And one of those options would be our College Central Network, CCN for short. That's where students can upload resumes, have their resume reviewed, and then also schedule mock interviews, and we will help them look for internships, etc. There's also our larger career exploration, where students have access to a number of different services, such as virtual job shadow. This takes you throughout a list of different careers that exist. I remember my first time seeing this tool. I found out about a career called food science or food scientist. I had no clue it existed, but there's a food scientist that works at Taco Bell and they help make all their food. And I said, wait a minute, I didn't know that. I love food. And then career development resources on top of employer resources. So those are a list of different career services that we offer here at Broward College.
That's great. Thank you very much. And let's go to Valencia.
Okay, so our main area for career services is obviously our career center. Our career center assists students. Some of the students come in not sure what career pathway they want to take. So the students are able to go in there and do all types of different assessments to kind of see what's their passion or what's their pathway. We do mock interviews, dress for success. They assist with resume writing, different things of that nature. In addition to our career center, we do have our internship offices. And many of our students receive internships through, if they're in the culinary program, if they're in our culinary and hospitality program, they will receive internships from Walt Disney World, Rosen Hotels. Our nursing students have partnerships with Orlando Health or Advent Health, the different hospital systems here in the area. So there's tons of opportunities for students to have the career services that they're looking for, either again through our career center or our internship office.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's go to the next question. So what can students do to prepare themselves for success as a student at your college? Let's start with Atlantic.
Well, we are part of the Broward County Public Schools, so we tend to partner with the public schools a lot, and they currently students can take career training courses while they're in high school, either at their school, or we offer where students can do career dual enrollment, and they can remain at their public high school and take their electives at the technical college. So that gives students an opportunity to maybe explore a little more, as students may not know exactly what career they want to venture into. And it's a perfect opportunity for them to freely explore and it doesn't cost them time or money. So then they're able to do that career dual enrollment and still get credit towards their diploma, so that they can possibly graduate with their standard diploma and technical credentials while they're in high school. And a lot of the programs that they take can transition to an aligned program at the technical college, so that they can then get prior experience. So they get credit towards what they did in high school, thereby saving them time and money in completing additional credentials to make them as marketable as possible in the workforce, and they're not wasting any time, and they're getting hands-on experience. A lot of students aren't sure what they want to do, but then once they come to the technical college, where it's paired up with the curriculum as well as the hands-on or the experiential learning, it solidifies with them, and then it saves them time, and they're able to enter the workforce and make a living and explore further education from there. So students can really just engage in career training courses that are offered at their school and seek to do some career dual enrollment classes at our technical college, so that they can finish up with credentials that can allow them to get even more.
All right, thank you very much. Broward.
Okay, so we'll start from with the basics first. So again, direct from high school into college, pursue some dual enrollment classes. They don't cost you anything. The books don't cost you anything. And Broward College offers dual enrollment courses at just about every public high school in Broward County, even some charter, if I'm not mistaken, but definitely our public high school. So that's the first thing that we encourage students to do. You want a taste of college, try out our dual enrollment programs. Again, it's all free. Those credits are going to transfer. The next thing we do is we ask and encourage students to, I just have the thought, dual enrollment program, and the other tip, it literally just flew away from me. Okay, well, I guess you'll have to come back to me, but yes, we want students to definitely get involved in dual enrollment. I'll tell you, it was right there, and then it just left, but I'll pass the mic back over.
All right, we'll come back. All right, and Valencia.
So again, yes, for us, we have our dual enrollment program. Our dual enrollment program is offered to students in Orange and Osceola counties, both public, private, online, virtual, and homeschool students. The students can start in dual enrollment here at Valencia as early as the 6th grade. And again, we all know what dual enrollment is, so I don't need to go into full detail, but there are several students who, once they graduate from high school, have already obtained their AA degree. In addition to that, because we are an open access college, the only thing that the student really needs to prepare to be a student here is to have a high school diploma or a GED. We don't have testing requirements. We don't require them to have an ACT or SAT, different things like that. So we break down that barrier for students that may think that college is not possible for them. So we help to kind of alleviate that stress with for them as well. And then the last thing, because I am outreach and recruitment, we encourage students to attend our events. We are in several high schools. We just had a group visit today. We encourage the schools to come visit us so we can give them information on not only the college, but just the college journey in general. And that seems to help the students as well.
All right, thank you very much. And Andrew College.
Okay, and of course, we're going to offer dual enrollment as well, and then not repeating everything everyone else has said. We'll take a little bit of a different tack. While you're in school, get involved in something, whether it's a sport, work, club, activity. Be involved in something. One is going to make your experience richer while you're in high school. The next thing it's going to do is help you learn time management, because that is one of the biggest skills that students struggle with at the college level, is managing their time. The more things you can get involved in at the high school level, the more you have to practice time management skills, the more it's going to pay off when you come to college.
All right, all great advice. Thank you all very much for that. All right, this is our last question. And so I'm going to ask each of you if there's anything else you would like to share about your school. And would you please just offer one piece of advice about the admission and college search process? And we will start with Broward.
Certainly, I can actually use what I left off of the previous answer for this one. One thing is we're constantly in the community. We have a division of Broward College called Broward Up. This is created by our President Gregory Hale, and UP stands for Unlimited Potential. And what we're doing is we're looking in the under-resourced, underprivileged areas of Broward County, and we're doing our best to bring the college to those communities. There are several departments that have signed up to help uplift these cities. So one thing that I would tell anyone about Broward College is if you want to know more about us, we're right in your community 9 times out of 10. If you go to your recreation center, your library, your church, wherever it is, or should I say faith-based institution, we're there. And go to our website and just look at our calendar. There's a list of everything that we're doing, from our dance team to our pathways, and the same goes for all of the institutions here. Look at the college-wide calendars. That gives you so much information. And one piece of advice about the admission and college search process, start early and take your time. Just start early, take your time. Oftentimes we meet with students who want to rush to apply to Broward College in March or April or May because some of their friends have already been accepted and now they want to get accepted somewhere, they want to attend school somewhere. And we have to have meaningful conversations, sit them down and say, okay, what is it that you want to do? Where do you want to go? What problem in the world do you want to solve? Not what you want to be when you grow up. What problem do you want to solve? What bothers you? Let's try to find a route that's going to help, satisfy that particular desire. So start early and take your time.
All right, great advice. Thank you. Let's go to Valencia College.
So for, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about your school? Feel like I've told so much, but we are affordable. One of the things that we love to kind of, I wouldn't say brag on, but highlight is our affordability. We have half the cost of any other state college in the Central Florida and the state of Florida. We have not raised our tuition prices in the last 9 years, and you get the same quality education for half the cost. A piece of advice that we often like to share here, and it kind of goes along with what my counterpart at Broward said, is take your time and start early. And one of the things that we see here, and I'm sure because maybe somewhat more with Broward, is that stigma of the community college. So what we like to tell our students, we're not a community college because we offer bachelor's degrees, but we are that college in your community, and we're just a stepping stone. This is not your stopping point, because there's so much more that you can do after you start here. When you start here, we're setting you up for success to move on to the next step. Also, do your research. As a first generation student who only applied to that first choice and got accepted into that first choice, and unfortunately did not finish at that first choice, do your research. Research how much it costs. Research those additional fees, how much is room and board, all of those different things, those meal plans. Research all of that before you make your selection.
More great advice. All right, thank you. Let's go to Andrew College.
Okay. We all know that during the pandemic and after the pandemic, learning loss is real for students. You guys know it is. You missed out on some really essential things. You missed out on some social things. You missed out on some emotional maturity things. We're a great place where you can go have a traditional small college experience with, again, with dorms, with activities, with athletics. Build those skills, get back some of the things that you might not have had the ability to take advantage of, and then look for that next opportunity. Because sometimes you can enter places through the front door, sometimes you enter places through the back door, sometimes you enter places through the window. And we're set up to be that assistance. One piece of advice, and what my colleagues have shared has been really, really good advice. Mine's going to be, don't apologize for your passions. If you are passionate about theater or passionate about baseball or marching band, it's okay to say, yeah, I want to go to a school that has a marching band, or that I can play baseball, or I can be involved in theater, or I want to do aviation. Those are great things, and don't apologize for that, because those are the things that are going to help your experience and going to help to make you successful.
That was great. Thank you. All right. Atlantic Technical, you want to wrap this up?
I'll be happy to wrap it up. I want to say anything else to say about our school. At Atlantic Technical, I'm always hearing students talk about what are they going to do when they grow up. And I tell students that that is the hardest thing. People make it seem like you're just supposed to have an answer instantly. And they've been asking students that since they were very young. And that is the hardest thing to determine. And I'm always letting them know that we've all gotten to a career taking different routes. And we may not have started out with the specific route and we ended up somewhere we didn't imagine. And it's okay to explore. And I think our school at the technical college allows students to explore and not waste time. They can, in a short condensed amount of time, they can get credentials. And credentials in the world that we're living in right now seems to be what is effective in allowing people to pivot when the economy changes, or when others are being laid off. And the more credentials that you have and ability to demonstrate your knowledge through credentials seems to be what will drive your success. So my advice is always to students, don't always go the traditional route. It's okay to explore and not know, but as you then develop the skills and get the credentials, you can continue to build and get the highest level of education that you can get, from technical college to 2-year state college to 4-year university. So don't leave out any possibility. And our college is that specialized possibility that you should consider at Atlantic Technical College to help you jumpstart the exploration.
Thank you, panelists. That was such great information and great advice. So thrilled that you were here with us today. We really appreciate your taking the time to do that. Viewers, thank you for watching. Don't forget to visit these wonderful colleges in their virtual booths and to connect and learn more. We encourage you to take advantage of our other college panels, our workshops, and virtual booths found within Basecamp. Thank you to all, and we will wrap this up.